What's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of Career Mode, episode number 225. Quartered away through the new century already. Fantastic progress in this series here. God, it's amazing. And anyway, Jack Christie, we've got an injury here. Christie out for 6 weeks. That absolutely suits, because Christie is just an awesome striker, as we knew at Sunderland, and we're already finding out here at Atletico Madrid. So, yeah, Christie out for 6 weeks. That sucks. We've got striker cover, obviously, and of course now Nsaya coming in. That gives him some chances in the first team. But anyway, 40 minutes on the clock here, and Ndoye crosses the ball in, and well, his ears must have been burning, because Nsaya heads the ball in from that Ndoye cross into the far corner there, and Barcelona B here in the La Liga, were unfortunately behind with 40 minutes played. But anyway, just before the final whistle, they came back here, and Funes Mori's shot was well blocked. They're so good at passing, you know, just like just like Barcelona, and Funes Mori scores here. Fantastic finish. I don't think Asenjo should have been beaten there at the near post. And Sergio Asenjo, he's a really annoying goalkeeper, because he makes some fantastic saves, as you've seen already and you will see. He makes some fantastic saves, you know, some saves where you think there's definitely no chance it's not gonna be a goal, but he saves it anyway. But he also lets in some really weak goals, you know. He reminds me a bit of Diego Alves on this game, you know, which is interesting because we've got him as well at Atletico Madrid. But he reminds me of Diego Alves. Like, every time I've used him in Ultimate Team, he lets in some really soft goals, and then he makes some incredible saves. So inconsistent. But anyway, we took on Bordeaux in the Europa League round of 32 first leg here away in France, and some fantastic bravery from Oliver Torres put us 1-0 up here. And I didn't really know what to think here, because Bordeaux don't really know much about them, to be honest, and especially not on the game either, so I don't know how their squad has developed. But even so, I thought, you know, it could be an interesting tie. But what about this for a strike from Sol? I said in the last episode, he's a squad player, but he's one of those players that is actually really decent, comes in and does the job whenever we ask. You know, it's a bit like Belazika, who we had at Sunderland. You know, he barely ever gets played, but when he does really well. But anyway, Bordeaux, man, I don't know what they were trying to do here. Just embarrassing as hell, trying to pass their way out, completely fucked it up, and Jimenez just smashed it. This is the problem with EA and their game engine. Like, every single team plays the exact same style, and just does the exact same things, and every team seems to just pass the ball out round the back, even if they're not able to do so. It's just so stupid. But anyway, I'm not complaining, because we scored a third goal, and 3-0 in the first leg of the Europa League round of 32. I mean, 3 away goals as well. There's no way we're going out. So it's a nice and comfortable lead, and that's fantastic, because we should be going through to the next round. But anyway, Jimenez comes through here in the following game, and what an absolutely fantastic finish by Jimenez. He's such a composed finisher, just like his model Falcao, and Real Sociedad, I think we were playing, were 1-0 down. Yes, it was. And anyway, Jimenez comes through here and gives the ball away, but Willian Jose picks it up, plays it through to Joe Riley here. Sociedad give it away. Isco heads it. What a great save by the goalkeeper, and the ball just would not fall for us, unfortunately, and it ended up getting cleared away for a corner. But here you see Real Sociedad have a corner here just after half time. It's crossed into the box, it's headed away, but eventually the ball is picked up by not sure who, but it's played inside, and it's a fantastic finish here by Illarramendi, who is playing for Real Madrid now. I remember he'd moved for quite a large sum of money in the summer, so well, in the transfer window. So yeah, he's now playing for Real Madrid in real life, and I guess that's why. But fantastic finish regardless. And anyways, the game was being closed out here. Willian Jose found Isco, but he left it for Jimenez here, and Jimenez came through. And oh wow, is this a dive? Like, it's crazy. During this series, I swear some of my players are starting to dive. Maybe I'm teaching them in training. Who knows? Conspiracy theories. But anyway, it's a penalty. Didn't think it was a penalty, but Jimenez won it, so he said he was going to take it. He stepped up and ended up smashing the ball into the back of the net as a goalkeeper dived the wrong way. I've said before, I'm trying not to stutter as many times as possible. I used to stutter on every penalty. Now I'm only trying to do it once in every 4, every 5. I just feel more accurate with the stutter. You know, I don't know why. I think it's because it takes the power off a little bit, but I don't know, I feel more accurate with the stutter, but I know it does frustrate some of you guys, so I'll try and avoid doing it as much as possible. But yeah, 2-1 the final score, and good to get another win under our belts before we took on Bordeaux for the second leg of the Europa League round of 32. And to be honest, it was game over for Bordeaux. You know, there was no way they were going to overcome that 3-goal deficit here in Spain, and it was a really boring game, and nothing really happened until the 90th minute when Ndoye broke broke through here. Nice pace, really good pace to be honest. Chips the ball to the far post. There's Nsaya on the half volley with his left foot, but unfortunately he can only put the ball wide. So it didn't matter, you know, 3-0 was the final score, 3 away goals in the first leg away in France, and a very, very easy tie, you know. I mean, I did not anticipate that I did not anticipate that one bit, you know. I mean, I said in the, I said just a moment ago, didn't I, that I'm not really sure how Bordeaux play on the game and how good they are, how good a squad they have in the future, but to be honest, on the basis of that, I'm not sure how to even qualify for the Europa League. So anyway, we go through to the round of 16, and that's fantastic news for us. But we take on Real Zaragoza here in the La Liga, and basically in the 71st minute it was a boring game, and I felt the need to sweat. I actually felt the need to sweat. I try not to sweat as much as possible, but like I say, chances are coming few and far between in this stint at Atletico Madrid, mainly because, as you guys have noticed, I've changed the half length down to 4 minutes from 6, just because we can get more games into an episode, we can make more progress in terms of the series, you know, get further in before FIFA 14 comes out as far as possible. So it is a bit of an adjustment really. We don't get as many chances as we used to, and yeah, it was a simple finish for William Jose there after a bit of sweat. I'm trying not to sweat all the time. I don't sweat all the time, but even so, I felt the need to there, I really did. But we enter a new month, and here is a look at the squad report here, seeing how our players are doing. Oh, every time I go past Ruben Perez, I'm just like, oh god, just retire early please. And same with Raul Garcia, man, it's just so annoying. I want to release them. I just hate seeing negative stats like that, and obviously they're eating into our wage budget as well. It's so annoying, but anyway, it's still a decent squad, and we will need to do a little bit of work in the summer, shift on some players like Adrian and what's his name, Leandro Cabrera, players like that I want to shift on. But even so, here's a look at the league table, and doesn't this look fantastic? 13 games to go, and I think 4 teams out of that can win it. I really do. It's a fantastically tight schedule, and it should be a fantastic finish. There's no reason why we can't win every single trophy, you know, La Liga, Europa League, and of course the Copa del Rey. No reason why we can't win all 3. I would imagine we'll probably only end up with 1, or possibly not even that. But even so, there's no reason why we can't win in La Liga either, so hopefully we can do that. But anyway, we took on Levante in the following game here at home, and Mayol came through here after some nice passing and just rifled the ball into the bottom corner, taking no chances there. It was nice passing. I could have done something fancy, and Mayol's got the 4-star or possibly even 5-star skills, but I didn't want to risk anything fancy. I just thought I'd get the goal because, as I said just a moment ago, chances are few and far between. What's the saying? I don't know. But it finishes 2-0 regardless, and really pleased to get another win under our belts here as we keep up the pressure on Barcelona and Real Madrid. Like I say, we can win La Liga, we can win it. We may not have the squad, but you know, we're certainly good enough to do so, and I'm certainly good enough to do so. But even so, it's really difficult because they barely ever slip up. But we still got to play both of those teams in La Liga, and I think both games are at home as well. So I really do fancy getting a couple of points at minimum off those 2 teams, and that'll be really good for us. But anyway, we have a scout report here, and as of course we've only got a really poor scout at the moment, so we're not going to pick up any decent players, but who knows, fingers crossed, maybe one of those will turn out to be okay. But we take on Sevilla in the following game, and Sevilla of course sitting in 4th there. You know, I would anticipate it's going to be a 2nd, 3rd or 4th finish for us really, but even so, Sevilla, they've got such a good side on this game as well, and of course they've got Leandro Fernandez up top as well, who is a monster on this game, so they're a really good side. But we want to try and get away from them because we do want to solidify at least a 3rd place finish in the league. And just before half time, Isco crosses the ball in. What a great header by Jimenez, and that made it 1-0 to Atletico Madrid. And in the 90th minute here, we had a chance to make it 2-0 as Jimenez eventually held off Garcia Bravo with some nice strength. Goes down left hand side. Look at this for pace. Even though it looked like he was going to lose it, he didn't. Nice fake for Rabona. Takes a shot, but unfortunately he can't get his 2nd goal of the game as it hits the post. But it does finish at 1-0 to Atletico Madrid. So a very good win for us there against 4th place Sevilla. And as always guys, a big thank you for watching this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, as always, please leave a like because that is much appreciated and it really helps my channel out. But regardless, I will see you for another episode of Career Mode tomorrow. And yeah, a big thank you for watching today's video.